Uvalde Radio, redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas. Coverage from the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards is presented by Bottle and Bag Liquor and Guns, DKM Enterprises, Encina Properties, First State Bank of Uvalde, Julian's, Texas Farm Store, Texas Hill Country River Region, Uvalco Supply, and the Uvalde Convention and Visitors Bureau.
I'll still be sitting right here, thinking about you, drinking this beer, wishing I'd done everything right, hoping you'll come back to me one night. I'll never get over you. You'll do whatever you want to. You'll make a million friends. You'll get wherever you're going to. Yeah, you'll fall in love again. But I'll still be sitting right here, thinking about you, drinking this beer, wishing I'd done everything right, hoping you'll come back to me one night. I'll never get over you. That's what I'm doing, wasting all of my time. Oh, but it don't matter once you ruin the best thing you're ever gonna find. But I'll still be sitting right here, thinking about you, drinking this beer, wishing I'd done everything right, hoping you'll come back to me one night. I'll never get over you. I'll never get over you. As long as I live, I'll never give up, thinking I can win back your love. Thinking about you, drinking this beer, wishing I'd done everything right, hoping you'll come back to me one night. I'll never get over you. I'll still be sitting right here, thinking about you, drinking this beer, wishing I'd done everything right, hoping you'll come back to me one night. I'll never get over you. No, I'll never get over you.
It's the biggest night in Texas country at the 10th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards with UvaldeRadio.net.
It's Uvalde Radio. It's Robert Miguel here. We are live, virtually live, from the 10th Annual T3R Awards. That's the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, sponsored locally by Texas Farm Store, DKM Enterprises, Encina Properties, Uvalde Convention and Visitors Bureau, Julian's, Uvalco Supply, and our buddies at Cadillac Western Wear, who have supplied my Superfly outfit for the blue carpet, the virtual blue carpet, in honor of law enforcement. And with me, the next guest nominated for Best New Group or Duo, if I'm not mistaken, Abe Mac from the Abe Mac Band.
How's it going? Good morning, man. Good
Hey,
morning.
man.
Well, good morning on my side. I'm in San Diego, California right now.
Oh, very good, man.
Morning out here.
Thanks for checking in with us, man. I'm so excited to talk to you virtually at the T3R Awards. Now, Monday night, they aired on the T3R Facebook page. It was a gala event, and here we are doing our kind of virtual blue carpet event now here. So let's get into the whole vibe. Abe, what are you wearing? What kind of fashion are you showing off here on this blue carpet?
I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, man. I was getting ready to work on the yard, so that's the blue. That's what we're wearing right now. it's been the attire since all of this happened. So we kind of put the boots and the hats and the fancy coats away just for the meantime till all this straightens out.
Right on. It's COVID
Thanks
season.
for having us.
Yeah, it's COVID season, so we're all just kind of, like I said, we're in boxers and Zoom meetings and with tousled hair and whatnot. So, hey, tell me this now. You and the band, let's just say the event went on back in March as scheduled. Did you guys have some kind of fashion consultant? Were you guys going to get all spruced up, looking dapper and debonair?
Yeah. We actually had a Star Wars work clothes store here in El Paso. They have a nice fashion design marketing person there, so they were going to dress us up, and we're pretty excited for it. So, but we got a chance to keep the wardrobe, so
Yeah, nice.
It's all nice and dandy. So maybe next year, hopefully, we're still going to be doing some work and working on. We actually got a chance to lay down 2 new albums, so I'm really excited about this new material we're about to put up. And it's just it's a turning page. We have to make the best out of it. I know everybody's suffering with this whole COVID season situation, and it's been definitely hard. But I got a chance to see the award show with my kids, and it was pretty cool, man. And I'm really happy for the Chad Cook Band. Those guys are great friends of ours, and getting a well deserved. Couldn't have gone to a better group. So.
No, absolutely, man. There was so many great, talented, artists on that group. Now, so again, you were nominated in the Best New Duo or Group category, and the other nominees were what? You had, I think Ragland was one of them, and I believe they're friends of yours, are they not? Or
Darren Morris and
Morris.
Chad Cook, ourselves, and Ragland was on there, and so.
So any of those groups, your buddies, any of those guys you hang tight with?
Chad Cook. Cook. Those guys are from the Houston area. They're wonderful guys, very hardworking, very talented, and we're hoping maybe co-write here in the next few months. Up to the beginning of next year. I love their music. I love what they got going on, and if you listen to our stuff, it kind of sounds a little retro. Mm-hmm. With the upright bass in it and whatnot. And so, we love that sound as well. So we might be working on some stuff in the near future. Yeah, really happy. I got a chance to see the whole thing. I think Texas Regional Radio did a fantastic job by adjusting, all the performances with Wade Bowen and Bree Bagwell being on there. It was really cool, very entertaining, and very enjoyable, and made the best out of the situation. So.
Well, again, we're talking to Abe Mac from Abe Mac Band, who was nominated for Best New Duo Group Band of the Year, and of course, in that category, the winner ended up being Chad Cook of Chad Cook Band. So, fantastic group there. Now, tell me this, man, because you're kind of relatively a new name to our audience. As far as Abe Mac Band goes, give me just a quick 101. Where are you guys from? How long you been together? Where did you kind of craft your sound?
Okay, so I started back in 2014 as a songwriter. I went up to Nashville just like everybody. Realized it really wasn't for me, and then I've always was more of a closet musician. I pretty much play all the instruments that you can think of. So my dream was to really just songwrite and be a producer. So I've been really involved in composing our music, which I'm always up for collaborations with other fantastic producers and whatnot. So it's just been a growing curve. Came back to Texas. I found out that casinos were giving us work. We started doing that. I put my acoustic show into form with the 4-piece band, which these guys are my brothers. We got Xavier Chisa on the lead guitar, fantastic guy. I'm on the acoustic, Eddie B on the upright bass, and our drummer LJ. And we got a steel guitar player from Taos, New Mexico. He used to play with Cody Jinks, by the way.
Wow.
Johnny Up. So, the band got started, and we decided to kind of work together and find the right promoter, and we're very blessed to meet Dylan Steen. He's a very hardworking radio promoter for the Texas Regional Radio. And, we got on the way. So we figured slap on some music videos, and it kind of started trickling in and kind of falling into the groove of it. So, Texas Radio, beware. They're going to be set for this sound for quite a while. So we're going to be in this market. It's our home, and we're very blessed that Texas Regional Radio, set this platform for us. So.
Well, man, it's exciting to get to know you, man, and congratulations again on your nomination. And, of course, the 2021 will be real soon, sooner than later, right? So March, we're going to do it all again, and hopefully you guys are going to be in a few of those categories as well. All right, man, well, for those who want to learn, we're going to play your latest single here in a moment, but for those who want to learn a little bit more about you, where's the best way to find you guys online and whatnot?
social media, Instagram, just type in Abe Mac Band. But I really, really want to pursue and have the people really check out the website. And if you guys get a chance, please check it out. It's abemacband.net. That's the best way to get to know the whole band. We got an 8-piece band. We got music videos. We got all kinds of stuff. Well, to get a chance to know me as a songwriter, every single bandmate, and what we're up to, and all the good stuff that we've done so far this year. So,
I'm glad you said that,
Robert.
I'm glad you said that, man, because a lot of people, we rely so much on social media for that quick grab information.
Yeah.
But a lot of artists and again radio stations like us, you put a lot of time, energy, and effort, and money into putting together a full service website that has your full story, like you said, and that's always the best place to go to get the big old hearty helping of Abe Mac Band. abemacband.net.
AbeMacBand.net. It's pretty much our press kit, one sheet, everything on there about us is there, and we even have little small bios on each band member. From our fiddlers to the steel guitar, piano to everybody. So please check it out, AbeMacBand.net.
Well, right on. And as we wrap it up, man, let's go ahead and play your brand new single. It's called Square One. Give us a quick background on this, and then we'll let you get you going your merry way.
It's a songwriting story about women. It's for women. It's a song that I decided to do about all the women that I've met at honky tonks that have become fans of the Abe Mac Band, and they show up in the groups of 3 or 4 or 5, and then they're single and they can't find love. Can't find love in the honky tonks, and so they're back to square one, and they start the week off again. And it's just that's a little story that I was able to write. And I don't know. I think it resonates with women a lot, and they get the story and they understand it, and they love dancing to it. So you got 2 good variables there.
Well, very good. Again, Abe Mac from the Abe Mac Band here at our virtual blue carpet interviews here at the 10th Annual T3R Awards, locally presented by Texas Farm Store, DKM Enterprises, Encina Properties, Uvalde Convention and Visitors Bureau, and several more. But let's get into the music right now. Abe Mac Band, this is Square One on UvaldeRadio.net. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate you.
Sitting you don't know how it feels, living lonely, breathing lonely. And if she had a dime for every time the guy wanted to take her home, she'd be set. She feels fine when the weekend rolls by, neon lights and the makeup on, girlfriend's headed to that honky tonk, and the DJ plays her song, and it's back to square She gets through the work week, and it goes by and by, with the same old empty dinner table, the same old empty eyes. She goes shopping Monday nights, takes a long way home, just so she don't have to be at home, laying all alone. She feels fine when the weekend rolls by, neon lights and the makeup on, her girlfriend's headed to that honky tonk. When she feels fine, when the weekend rolls by, goodbye she's drinking, faking lovers romancing, just like that the weekend's gone, and it's back to square one, just like that the weekend's gone, and it's back to square one. Said she feels fine when the weekend rolls by, goodbye she's drinking, fake lovers romancing, just like that the weekend's gone, and it's back to square one. And all along she waits for the perfect man to mend her broken heart, just
Just like that, the weekend's gone, and it's back to square one. Just like that, the weekend's gone, it's back to square one.
Uvalde Radio, redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas. It's the biggest nights in Texas country at the 10th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards with UvaldeRadio.net.
Shotgun in my daddy's truck, 8 years old and acting tough. He smiled at me and said, "You shift the gears." He would search that FM dial, and I would count down every mile till the station out of Corpus came in clear. It was old Alan Jackson on the radio. He punched me in the gut, man, and rattled my soul. I'm talking about a good country song. Makes you smile, makes you hurt, leaves you hanging on every word. A good country song makes you love, makes you leave, raise some hell or hit your knees. All I know is I think of home, grab my guitar and strum along, kick on back and sip me something strong. When I hear a good country song. While hip-hop, rap, and rock were cool, I was in my basement getting school. George and Keith and Garth and Johnny Lee. Learning about those neon lights, wasted days and wasted nights, and honky-tonks from Texas to Tennessee. And when my fingers found the fretboard, I closed my eyes and sing. I swear that beat of guitar only played one thing. I'm talking about a good country song. Makes you smile, makes you hurt, leaves you hanging on every word. A good country song makes you love, makes you leave, raise some hell or hit your knees. All I know is I think of home, grab my guitar and strum along, kick on back and sip me something strong. When I hear a good country song. Yeah, it makes me think of days long gone, miss my dad and call my mom, cry, laugh and pray and drink to dawn. When I hear a good country, a good old country, a good country song.
It's the biggest nights in Texas country at the 10th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards with UvaldeRadio.net.
It's UvaldeRadio.net. I am Robert Miguel coming at you live from the virtual blue carpet at the 10th Annual T3R Awards. That's the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, and it's brought to you locally by VisitUvaldeCounty.com, First State Bank of Uvalde, Bottle and Bag Liquor and Guns, Julian's, Uvalco Supply, and Cadillac Western Wear. And a shout out to Cadillac Western Wear, who put me in these fine duds here. And I'm telling you what, probably the virtually sharpest dressed man in the virtual building. I'm here with Robert Ray. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going? What's going on?
Hey, no, so seriously for a second, what are you actually wearing IRL in real life?
In real life, I'm just wearing a t-shirt and I'm in my chonies. I'm in my underwear right now. Hanging out.
That's the best thing about 2020 is that we can all just be on our computers at home with our underwear on, man. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's like you see those memes where there's dudes in like they're in suits and everything and they're not wearing pants.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Like Anchorman or something like that. But yeah, man, it's cool. Now it kind of sucks because we all look forward to getting together at the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards live and in person.
Right.
And I believe you said last year was your second year, right?
Right.
So this would have been the third year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where we got to know each other pretty well too. We got some hang time and did some interviews and had a good time. And I got to say, you were looking good as I recall, sir. Had that a real good look. Matter of fact, my co-host Summer last year was all about catching her some young Robert Ray. But
I appreciate that. I mean, I try to. Well, we gotta try and look your best, right?
Yeah.
That kind of award show and stuff. So
always gala event.
I remember last year I had a lot of fun. It's a little different this year, but I guess it is what it is, man.
So tell me this now: did you have we sound like girls here, but did you have an outfit picked out, Robert?
No, I didn't.
Not quite yet.
No, an outfit. Usually, if it's funny because if I have if I have an award show to go to, all I do is I know what boots I'm gonna wear, so I just kind of pick out whatever jeans I think. Actually, I just pick out any jeans because I have a lot of pairs, and I just pick a shirt, and then I just wear my sports jacket, and that's it. And of course, the cowboy hat. So it's not like, I go to go to one of these stores and be like,
right.
outfit for this, so let me go get this, So
you're not assembling it. You're not working with a tailor that's getting you something special. You're just like, hey man, I look good. That's what I do. All right. Well, tell me this. So let's just say the award show would have gone as scheduled. What were your plans? Were you bringing the band? Was it going to be a lot of PR time? Were you looking forward to talking to anybody or meeting anybody in particular?
I mean, kind of the usual. I mean, I would have I'd liked to have my band there, see if they wanted to go. I mean, it's quite a drive for us. It's probably about a 6-7 hour drive just to get there because I'm pretty sure they would have hosted it there in Arlington. So yeah, I would have loved for them to have come with me, and of course, I mean, as usual, I mean, it's always good to see old friends, radio friends, artist buddies. So especially now that given the way 2020 has been, we haven't really been able to be out and about and performing and stuff. So I think it would have been really cool if we were able to get together and stuff. But like I said, it is what it is with 2020. But yeah, I was definitely looking forward to, like I said, meeting with all my old radio friends like you, and all my artist buddies, and kind of just talking, catching up, and seeing what everybody's up to, and so yeah, I feel it is more of like the award show is more of like a reunion, because we're kind of all out on the road and everything.
Right.
This is one night where we can all get together and kind of hang out.
And you're not necessarily working, although you did work last year because you had to perform, right, on last year's?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this year, were you scheduled to perform this year or not?
I wasn't scheduled to perform, not this year.
So you would have had a free party night. You would have been partying down, right?
Oh yeah, shoot! I remember last year. I was really nervous, just because you're on the main stage and everything, and I remember I hadn't had a drink yet until after I was done. After I was done, I went to the back and made myself a nice drink and was able to kind of sit back and relax and let the nerves kind of go away. So yeah, I definitely would have had a really good time had we met up for the awards.
Hey man, I don't need to be stressed or have nerves to drink. I walk in the door, I'm like, where's the bar? So again, we've got Robert Ray here on our virtual blue carpet here at the virtual 10th annual T3R Awards. Now, Robert, the big news, of course, is like last year, again, this year you were nominated for some awards. specifically male vocalist of the year and what, video of the year, is that right? Or am I missing something?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
obviously, man, you had some really good, I don't want to say competition, but you had some other nominees in there that are amazing people. I mean, you're in the same group as Aaron Watson, Daryl Dodd, John Wolfe, Sundance Head, who's also relatively new, and then the legendary Wade Bowen. I mean, first of all, to see your name on a list of those guys, how does that feel?
Yeah, it was definitely an honor. I mean, it was kind of surreal, kind of seeing it on paper, just because, the way the nomination and the voting process is done, right? You have one round, the second round, and third round. And to be honest, I really wasn't pushing it as far as like, hey, nominate me for this, nominate me for that. I think after the first round, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, after the first round.
Right.
Because I noticed that I had gotten nominated. I was like, wow, this it's nice because, everybody gets to kind of nominate and vote. Then I realized I made it to the second round, and then I realized I made it to the third round. And I was like, wow, this is kind of real. This is legit. And I'm looking at my name, and like I said, I was going up against, like you were saying, I was going up against Aaron Watson and Wade Bowen. Like I said, all these guys.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys on the ballot that share my name with, they inspired me to do, what I'm doing. So it was definitely an honor. Just like I said, just to have my name up there with all those fine artists and just to be a part of that name and be a part of it. It wasn't really real to me. It was kind of like. I don't know how to say it. I didn't want to believe it.
Right. It's a lot of pressure, right? It's like, to a certain extent, you're like excited, like, hey, I could win this. But at the other side of it, you're like, hey, the realistic chances of going up against a guy like Aaron Watson, who's been doing this 20-something years, and Wade Bowen, who's, written and recorded some. So, it's amazing, like I said, just to be mentioned in the same breath, man. That's fantastic. And if you watched the virtual awards ceremony on Monday, when Aaron accepted, because, of course, the winner was Aaron Watson for Male Vocalist of the Year, who had a great record with that red bandana. When he's mentioning those young guns, that's you, man. Those guys that are stepping up, and kind of giving him a run for the money. That's got to feel cool, right?
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool to hear. I've never really heard that where kind of a veteran artist is kind of inspired by some of these younger artists. Something you don't really hear about. It's kind of more of the younger artists being inspired by some of these guys that have been doing it for years. Because they grew up listening to them, and that's what they wanted to do. So it was actually pretty cool to hear Aaron Watson's acceptance speech. It was really interesting, and it's really cool. I never really looked at it from that perspective.
Well, man, it's very cool, and it's just really cool just to know you, man, and see this journey that you're on. And of course, the other category again was for Best Video of the Year, which Good Country Song, great song, and just another really cool storytelling video. Give us a little bit of background on the video and the shooting of it, and then I guess the inspiration.
Yeah. So Good Country Song. It's one of those songs where, you can listen to the song, close your eyes, and while you listen to it, you can just imagine what is happening. And so pretty much it takes you back to your childhood years of growing up, and especially kids that grew up in the country, driving to the ranch with your dad, and maybe he's letting you drive and shift the gears and everything. Mm-hmm. Anyways, with the video, it was a very personal video because, of course, I really had a strong connection with it, and then I had a lot of family members actually in the video, so a lot of people don't know this, but so my brother actually plays my dad in the video as a younger me, which is pretty cool. I don't know if people even realize that. And then my cousin plays the younger version of me. Both of my cousins play the younger versions of me. And then at the very end, there's a part where I'm kind of, you know, in the song it talks about my dad passing, and in the video I have an actual urn that I'm kissing, and that urn is actually my late grandfather. So it was really cool. And at the end, I'm like walking into the house, and I'm kissing my mom on the forehead. That's my real mom. So it was a very personal video, and that's what really made it really special. And kind of like you were saying, you know, it has a really good, it's a really good storytelling song and video. So it's by far one of my favorite videos. I have a lot of people that watch it and listen to the song that, you know, they listen to it and just takes them back to when they were kids and, you know, hanging out with their dad and just, you know, looking at the little things in life, you know, that you kind of almost took for granted, you know. And for me, whenever it got nominated for Music Video of the Year, I was like, man, this song has a really good chance.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause we had been getting a lot of great feedback on it.
Well, I'll go ahead and say it out loud, man. I feel like you guys had the strongest video there. Of course, it's tough when you're going up against Randy Rogers' band, though. So, you know, we all know there's a lot of numbers behind that group of guys. But man, you guys, a fantastic video. One quick last question on the video: what kept you from getting your dad in there? He just wasn't up for it, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, my dad's kind of funny about, I guess, being...
he's a behind-the-scenes guy, right?
Yeah, he's kind of more behind-the-scenes kind of guy, because, like I said, I mean, my dad, he's helped me out on a lot of decisions behind the scene, but as far as, like, being in the video, I don't know, that's something you need to ask him.
Okay, we'll do it. Next time I see
we do an interview, hopefully we can do an interview soon, maybe whenever we make a trip up there to Uvalde or something.
Well, yeah,
you can ask him that question and say, "Hey, man."
I won't forget. Don't worry. I'll be like, "Hey, man, the whole family was in the video. Where were you, Dad?" Well, again, we've got Robert Ray here on the the virtual blue carpet at the virtual 10th annual T3R Awards. Robert Ray nominated in a couple of categories. Did not walk away with the big prizes, Ben, but I'm telling you what, it's just fantastic that you're among those names of those greats in our Texas country and red dirt industry. So let's go ahead and get your new song on, because you got a whole new thing now. I know this is most of the stuff was big in 2019, but 2020, for the most part of the year, you were kind of lying low, and then of course COVID happened. But you did just finally release a brand new single, and I don't think it's a stretch to say this is a little bit of a departure for the sound we're used to hearing. Quickly, let's talk about your brand new single, "Think About You."
Yeah, and so "Think About You." This is my new single. I was able to record this, thankfully, even with COVID and everything going on. Yeah, "Think About You." This song is pretty much about, you know, thinking about that ex-lover, and so it's a pretty cool song. I got to feature Chris Pettis, who played with Selena and Los Dinos, and Matt Noveski, who's a part of Blue October. These guys were
oh my.
Yeah. They were. I was fortunate enough to have them be on the song. So, "Think About You." I even did. There's two versions. There's one that's English and one that's Spanglish. That, like I said, we just released probably a couple weeks ago. And yeah, this is. I know you're saying this is different from my sound. It's kind of a more modern sound, a little different than kind of what I'm used to. But I'm actually pushing this nationally to radio. This is my first national push. So these are kind of uncharted waters for me, but I'm excited about it. And, you know, and like I said, I appreciate a lot of the radio stations that are playing it, like you. And so, yeah, man, "Think About You." It's available on all digital outlets. And I've been getting a lot of great feedback on it. So So yeah, think about you.
Well, it's a really cool song, man. And of course, you've done some great things here in your home state of Texas already. And we are really excited to see you do your thing on the national stage and hopefully, really get some good traction in Nashville and beyond. So, man, exciting times. And the next time I talk to you, I'm sure we're going to hear even cooler stuff. So again, Robert Ray here on the virtual blue carpet at the T3R Awards. Virtual, got to mention that. And let's go ahead and get that song on. It's called Think About You. This is Robert Ray on UvaldeRadio.net. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
No problem, Rob. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
It might sound crazy, but every time I fire up this old Chevrolet, I think about all the miles we burned in that backseat on the side of the highway. Remember, we couldn't wait. I can still taste the peppermint Doberman kisses that you gave when we got caught in that summertime heat wave. If you're wondering if I still think about you. Yeah, baby, I do. To this day, you're the one thing I never wanted to lose. Baby, I still think about you. Sometimes, when I've had a little too much time to think how I should have put a ring on the best damn thing that ever walked in and out of my life. I still think about you. Yeah, baby, I do. To this day, you're the one thing I never wanted to lose. Baby, I still think about what could have been. Yeah, I'm tuning in. Every radio frequency's got me thinking about you. Baby, I'm still thinking about you. Yeah, baby, I do. To this day, you're the one thing I never wanted to lose. Baby, I'm still thinking about you.
Uvalde Radio, redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas. It's the biggest night in Texas country at the 10th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards with UvaldeRadio.net.
Got a $2.99 styrofoam cooler. It gets the job done right. When it's iced down and ready, thinks it's a Yeti. Man, it'll go all night. Got a pontoon boat tied up at the lake. It's the black sheep of the dock. Put a kegerator on it, I'll be doggone it. Damn thing rides like a yacht. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, one thing's perfectly clear. It's hard not to see it, I think we all agree it. Everything's better with beer. Ain't a red-blooded, blue-collar, God-fearing cowboy truck driving hippie I know who'd look you in the eye, pop top a cold one and try to tell you it ain't so. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, one thing's perfectly clear.
we all agree it. Everything's better with beer. You know that's right. Yeah, weddings and funerals, old sawdust dance halls, bleacher sitting, ditch digging, Friday night frog gigging. Everything's better with beer. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, one thing's perfectly clear. It's hard not to see it, I think we all agree it. Everything's better with beer. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, any old time of the year. It's hard not to see it, I think we all agree it. Everything's better with beer. Yeah, everything's better with beer. Like Mexican food, barbecue, floating down the river on an inner tube. Everything's better with beer.
It's the biggest nights in Texas country at the 10th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards with UvaldeRadio.net.
It's UvaldeRadio.net. Robert McGill coming at you live from the virtual blue carpet in honor of law enforcement. We're at the 10th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, brought to you locally by Texas Farm Store, DKM Enterprises, Encina Properties, and the Uvalde Convention and Visitors Bureau. Again, virtually. And our next guest on the virtual blue carpet, Jade Marie Patek.
Hello.
Jade Marie, thanks for
having me.
Thank you for joining me here on the virtual blue carpet. Are you having a good virtual time?
Oh, I'm having the best virtual time you could possibly have.
So now, it's a gala event here. The crowds are going wild. It's crazy. Everybody's excited about the winners, and some people are disappointed, and the energy is amazing. Tell me this. This is everybody's dressed to the hilt. What are you wearing here on the virtual blue carpet?
So I have these luxurious yoga pants that I'm wearing, very high fashion. With the matching top. It's all the rage. So yes, thank you to Oscar De La Renta for making this for me, and I'm just really honored to be wearing it.
I feel like that's going to be the new look of 2021. Like, you're a trendsetter. You know what I mean? You're like definitely a point. So Jade Marie, now you were actually nominated in the 10th Annual Awards, and you also kind of presented as well, too. So let's first talk about the behind-the-scenes part of the virtual event. Of course, it was streamed on Monday online through the T3R Facebook page, and because you won New Female Vocalist of the Year last year, that means you got to present it this year, right?
Yes, that is right. So I was 2019 New Female Vocalist of the Year, and then they asked me to present the award to the new winner. So I was super excited about that. I get to hand it down like a pageant.
Very nice, very cool. Yeah, it's like, I'm keeping the tiara and the sash.
Yeah.
You can have the flowers. But so this year on the New Female Vocalist of the Year, I guess the nominees were Casey Baker, Lauren Corzine, Marcy Grace, Morgan Ashley, and Season Ammons. And that is a tough choice, man, because all those ladies are fantastic. Are you familiar with most of those ladies, or do you know any of them personally?
Yeah, I know a majority of them personally, actually. So I knew it was going to be a tough one for sure, because all of them have some pipes. So
yeah.
That was a tough decision. But congrats to Casey for winning, because she's amazing. So. Well deserved. Yeah,
Casey put out a really, really great record and fantastic. She's got a great story, and I'm so proud of her too. Do you have any recollections of any time that you spent with Casey at all, or any cool stories about her?
She's one of them actually that I haven't got to meet yet, but I was listening to her whenever the nominations were first out a while back. So I was like, oh wow, they're all incredible.
No, they are.
She was incredible. Her story is incredible. Her lyrics are incredible. So, very well deserved. She's awesome. I do look forward to meeting her one day.
And she's got that cool traditional kind of, old school sound that I really dig too. So, any cool stories for you this last year? I mean, it's been a year and a half, I guess, since we saw you at the last awards show.
I know. It's crazy, right?
Right. So what have you been up to?
Oh, gosh. Since then,
besides COVID. No COVID.
Playing and writing and I played a ton of shows. We actually had a really awesome spring coming up. However, COVID had other plans, but that's okay. So things did get kind of pushed back a little bit. I was planning on getting into the studio and releasing music a lot earlier, but that obviously changed too. But I did get to jump into the studio back in August, and I'll be releasing a new song towards the end of November.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'm going to start kind of doing some promo for that. And yeah, just trying to play whenever and wherever, whether it's online or, somewhere outdoor where, everyone kind of feels safe to be enjoying live music. So it's been some crazy times, but I've stayed somewhat busy, which is good. So. Well,
very good. Well, we're looking forward to hearing some new music, and hopefully we'll get you down to Uvalde and maybe do a live show since things are opening up soon.
Yeah.
So again, we are on the virtual blue carpet at the T3 Awards 10th annual. So we're having a real good time. Now tell me this, Jade Marie, we joked about your yoga pants earlier, but a lot of people, were kind of geared up to get dressed up fancy and really kind of rock the carpet. What would you have worn? Did you have an outfit picked out, or was that something you were still working on? Give us the virtual, the theater of the mind, if you will, about how fantastic you would have looked.
Sure. I probably would have wore, just because this is just kind of my thing right now. I didn't have anything specific picked out, but I'm really feeling like anything snakeskin or leather, and I would have had some boots that were either snakeskin or just something awesome with, like, I don't know what on it, stones on them, or just something crazy. That's usually my style. I probably would have had a hat, and yeah, just kind of feeling the rocker vibe. So I would have done something like that for sure.
Very, very, very cool. And then, of course, again, if the awards were to happen, were you looking forward to hanging out with anybody, like catching up with any old friends, whether in the industry or some of the artists that you play with? Who are you looking forward to rubbing shoulders, elbows with?
Man, for everyone, of course. I have so much fun every year at the awards. I was looking forward to seeing everyone because we haven't seen really a lot of each other in so long. So, yeah, all of my good buds, all my lady friends, I really wish I would have gotten to see everybody. And then, of course, get to rub elbows with some of those bigger names. That's always a good opportunity, too. And just to see everyone, all at once, which is awesome in the radio world because, we travel around, and then sometimes the dates just don't work out. So that would have been a really cool opportunity to get to see everyone in one place. And I would have got to see Debbie Green, who was always helping promote my singles, which is who I haven't seen in forever, too. So it really stinks that we didn't get to all hang out because there are so many people that I wanted to hug from a distance, air hug, I guess.
right, exactly.
Hey, in person, it would have been nice.
Speaking of Debbie Green, her husband, her and Bill won Studio of the Year, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to her last night about it. She's like, oh, man, we were all shocked. So she's real excited.
Well, you know what? Here at Uvalde Radio, we carry their CD Tex radio show, and Bill puts just together a really, really great program that we run every week, Saturday mornings from 8 to 10. And if you don't, catch all the great Texas country we play here on our station, you can just listen to that thing Saturday mornings and just get a real good schooling, of the good stuff. So we absolutely love what Bill did. And Bill's been doing such stuff for a long time. And Debbie, what a fantastic promoter. So, yeah, shout out to them. Now,
yeah, they're a good team.
Let's talk about your big nomination, Female Vocalist of the Year. Like you said, you won New Vocalist last year, so obviously you had to go to the next level. Nominated it for Female Vocalist, and man, you had some heavy competition. Bree Bagwell, Holly Tucker, Jenny Dale Lord, and Sarah Hobbs. Sarah, who won last year. And how did that all play out?
Well, being nominated in itself was awesome. I didn't really expect it because, like I said, there's a lot of very good voices,
sure.
A lot of good female voices, I guess, in this industry. So, yeah, just being nominated itself was awesome. And it's always fun when you get to rally up all your family and friends and fans to get to vote for you. And then, we were all anticipating March. We were getting really excited. And then, of course, I had to keep getting pushed back. And so, yeah, just I can't even think of the word for it right now, but yeah, just the anticipation of it all.
Yeah, because it was
building up. So I was really excited just to watch it and be a part of it. And so, getting asked to, I guess, introduce the new female one, I was like, man, should I dress up for this too? Because I know we had to all do a thank you pre-record like a thank you speech.
Right,
I don't know if I should be giving that away, but
no, and that's the way to go.
That's that, which is cool because we still get to be surprised. You know,
Right,
we know everyone is getting to do it, so you're not just like, oh, hey, you're the winner, so no big surprise. So getting to see all that and being surprised was really cool. It was just super cool to be nominated amongst all the girls, and I'm happy for Bree who won because we all know how hard she works, and so, like, we all work really, really hard, and so whoever wins definitely deserves it. I couldn't have really picked one specific person or heck, one or two specific people. I think everybody really deserves to be there if they're nominated.
Now tell me this: were any of the other nominees, like you mentioned earlier, any of your friends? And did you guys have any conversations over the last few months about because I think what you were kind of getting at earlier was that it's almost like when these awards were announced on Monday, like. It was like, okay, finally we know. The anticipation is there, but it was dragged out for so long. It's kind of like, please, just tell us. So
yeah, exactly. We've all stayed really busy. We've been talking kind of on social. I've just been really keeping my head down, trying to get as much stuff done as I can with writing and getting this new single ready and booking shows and this and that. But we've all stayed in touch the best we can, and I guess we were all pretty excited to finally get to see the awards and finally know who wins everything.
Well, man, it was really cool that you were nominated again, and thank you so much for your participation in the event, even though it was virtual. And thank you for joining us here on the virtual Blue Carpet 10th Annual T3R Awards, locally brought to you by visit UvaldeCounty.com, First State Bank of Uvalde, Bottle and Bag Liquor and Guns, Julian's, and Cadillac Western Wear. Again, Jade Marie Patek, and we... got to play one of your songs. My go-to is always Love's to Blame, because I figured that was like the big 2019 song for you. But if you have another choice you'd rather us spin, I'm happy to do that. What do you want to put on?
Oh, yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead and play Love's to Blame. That's a good one.
That's my jam, and I dig it. So thank you, Jade Marie. Appreciate you joining us, okay?
All right, thanks so much for having me.
All right, take care. This is UvaldeRadio.net at the T3R Awards, virtually.
Hand me the whiskey and pass me that smoke. Let me tell you a little story how a heart got broke. Ring around a finger pounding in my head. A million times I woke up in an empty bed. I should probably thank my daddy, cause he saw that I was mad. In fact, he kept me from taking all the money that you had. Ain't pointing no fingers, ain't saying no names. The only thing I say is love's to blame. Love's to blame, oh love's to blame. And I think I almost traded my last name. Love's to blame, oh love's to blame. The only thing I say is love's to blame. Should have seen it coming from miles away. All those stupid games you used to play, all the plans we had for a white wedding didn't keep you from running around on me. You should probably thank my daddy, cause he saw that I was mad. In fact, he kept me from taking all the money that you had. Ain't pointing no fingers, ain't saying no names. The only thing I say is love's to blame. Love's to blame, oh love's to blame. And I think I almost traded my last name. Love's to blame, oh love's to blame. The only thing I say is love's to blame. Tell me no lies. I'm better off, don't act like you're surprised. I moved on now, I'm from under your spell. And if you're thinking of coming on back, go straight to hell. You should probably thank my daddy, cause he saw that I was mad. In fact, he kept me from taking all the money that you had. Ain't pointing no fingers, ain't saying no names. say is love's to blame.
Uvalde Radio, redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas. Coverage from the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards is presented by Bottle and Bag Liquor and Guns, DKM Enterprises, Encina Properties, First State Bank of Uvalde, Julian's, Texas Farm Store, Texas Hill Country River Region, Uvalco Supply, and the Uvalde Convention and Visitors Bureau.